Let us see the next question. Consider following information. Information is given about two securities X and Y which have beta 0.65 and 1.45. Risk-free rate of return is 10%. Return on the market portfolio is 25%. Calculate market risk premium. Risk premium for security X and the risk premium for security Y. That is the question. I request all of you to go through the question. Do not solve it. Friends, before we make the calculation of the answer for the risk premium, I want to prepare a small working note, that is the required rate of return from each of the security. So I request all of you to write down answer. Working note number 1, calculation of required rate of return from each security. So let us see calculation of the answer. It is RF plus beta into RM minus RF. This is the way we can apply the formula. For security X, that is the risk-free rate of return is given to us in the question as 10 plus beta into 25 minus 10. 10 plus 15 into beta. We are required to make the calculation of answer for two securities X and Y. Okay. So we understand it is 10 plus 0.65 into B, that is 15. That is 9.75. So overall it is 19.75. For security Y it is 10 plus beta is 1.45 into 15. 10 plus 1.45 into 15 is 21.75. That comes to 31.75. That is the way we can make the computation of the required rate of return for each of the security. Now, the question says that calculate market risk premium. As far as the first question, market risk premium is concerned, it can be calculated by two methods. It is RM minus RF means the additional return required from the security over the risk-free rate of return. So it is 25 minus 10. That comes to 15%. Or otherwise, beta into RM minus RF. Beta is 1 into 25 minus 10. So 1 into 15. That is how it comes to 15% once again. So we can apply either of the formula to calculate the answer. We understand that the market risk premium means the additional return required from the security over the risk-free rate of return. That is the reason it is given a name as the premium. Second part of the question, wherein the question says that to calculate the risk premium for security X. So risk premium for security X. Again, it can be calculated by one of the two methods. It can be calculated as required rate of return minus RF, or otherwise it can be calculated as beta into RM minus RF. Again, it can be calculated by two methods. What is the required rate of return from the security? It is 19.75 minus risk-free rate of return is 10. So it is 9.75%. Or it is beta into RM minus RF. What is beta of the security? 0.65 into RM is 25, RF is 10. 0.65 into 15, that comes to again 9.75. So this is the way you can make the computation of the risk premium for security X. Third question. Risk premium for security Y. Again, it can be calculated by two methods. One is the difference between the required rate of return and RF, and another is beta into RM minus RF. So it can be found as required rate of return, that is 31.75 minus 10. That is 21.75%. Or otherwise it can be calculated as beta into RM minus RF. What is beta of the security Y? It is 1.45. RM is 25. RF is 10. So 15 into 1.45. 21.75. This is the way you can make the calculation of answer. Now I am dictating a small note to you with respect to the risk premium. Read an answer. Risk premium means additional return required from security over risk-free rate of return. Full stop. So additional return required from the security or market. Okay, it can be security or market, that is considered to be the risk premium. One more clarification that I want to give you is that number of times students are having say a kind of confusion that say the RM minus RF is market risk premium, and as far as the security risk premium is concerned, in that say they apply the RM minus RF information only, that is say that formula itself. Just be careful that market risk premium is RM minus RF, and as far as the security risk premium is concerned, it is beta into RM minus RF, or otherwise you can do required rate of return minus RF. So just be careful, a small difference is there in the formula, or otherwise blindly you can always follow this formula, beta into RM minus RF. Because what happens at as far as the market portfolio risk premium is concerned, in that say multiplying with the beta is not mandatory. Why? Because the beta of the market portfolio is always 1. So multiplication of the 1 does not make any sense.